Today we're exploring Joshua chapters 22 to 24, altars, warnings, and pivotal choices.
It's a transition moment, rest after conquest, but leadership shifting and tension surfacing.
The story opens with Joshua commending the eastern tribes for loyal service.
Right, the Reubenites, Gadites, and half-tribe of Manasseh are released to return home.
He urges them to love the Lord, walk in his ways, and keep commandments.
He also blesses them with wealth and instructs them to share plunder with their brothers.
Then comes that dramatic twist, the great altar built near the Jordan.
Israel hears about it and assumes rebellion, gathering at Shiloh ready for war.
They send Phinehas with 10 tribal leaders to confront the eastern tribes.
And they reference past disasters, Peor's iniquity, and Achan's trespass as cautionary examples.
The concern is clear. An unauthorized altar could signal disloyal worship.
They even offer relocation, if the land feels unclean, to prevent spiritual rupture.
It's a powerful moment, the community policing faithfulness for the sake of unity.
The eastern tribes respond dramatically. The mighty one, God, the Lord, he knows.
They insist the altar isn't for sacrifices. It's a witness to shared identity.
Because future generations might say, you have no portion in the Lord across the Jordan.
The altar is essentially a bridge made of stone, guarding memory and belonging.
A boundary threatened to become a barrier, so they forged a testimony instead.
I love that they appeal to future children, not just present politics.
It's intergenerational foresight, preserving fear of the Lord across geographic divides.
Phinehas hears them and is satisfied, declaring the Lord is among them.
The potential civil war evaporates. Israel blesses God and abandons war plans.
They even name the altar a witness between us that the Lord is God.
A monument not of sacrifice, but of unity, like a family photo on a mantle.
It's striking how quickly suspicion can escalate without clear communication.
And how quickly peace can return when explanations honor covenant and truth.
Moving to chapter 23, Joshua is old and gathers leaders for a farewell exhortation.
He reminds them, the Lord fought for them and promises still stand.
He urges courage to keep the law of Moses, not turning right or left.
He warns against mingling with remaining nations' gods. No swearing, serving, or bowing.
Hold fast to the Lord, he repeats, grounding loyalty in love and vigilance.
That line, 1 man of you shall chase 1,000, highlights divine empowerment.
Yet empowerment comes with responsibility. Compromise becomes snare, trap, scourge, and thorn.
The imagery is sharp, thorns and eyes until they perish from the good land.
Then Joshua's sobering note, blessings fulfilled, but disobedience brings promised judgment.
It's covenant realism. Faithfulness yields rest, idolatry yields destruction, quickly and surely.
He says, I am going the way of all the earth, acknowledging his mortality.
Leadership ends, but covenant obligations remain. Continuity requires communal resolve.
That sets the stage for chapter 24's covenant renewal at Shechem.
Joshua recounts the story from Abraham to conquest, highlighting divine initiative.
From Terah's house of other gods to Abraham's call and multiplication.
Through Moses and Aaron, plagues, the sea, wilderness, and victories beyond the Jordan.
Balak and Balaam appear. Plans to curse turned into blessing.
And Jericho's fall, the hornet metaphor, land and cities they didn't build.
It's an origin story reminding them, grace precedes their effort.
Then the famous challenge, choose today whom you will serve.
And that definitive line, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
The people respond enthusiastically, pledging loyalty to the God who delivered them.
Joshua pushes back. You can't serve the Lord. He is holy and jealous.
It's not discouragement, it's gravity. No casual promises, no cheap covenant.
He warns of consequences if they turn to foreign gods after committing.
The people insist, we will serve, becoming witnesses against themselves.
Joshua sets a great stone under the oak as a witness.
Symbolically, even creation hears covenant words and testifies to faithfulness.
I find the stone interesting. Visible accountability, like a public oath plaque.
And it counters forgetfulness. Tangible reminders fight spiritual amnesia.
The chapter concludes with Joshua's death at 110 and burials.
Joseph's bones finally rest in Shechem, and Eleazar's death is noted too.
There's closure, promises fulfilled, leaders honored, communities rooted in place.
Yet the text admits faithfulness persists only through Joshua and elders who remember.
Memory again matters. When memory fades, fidelity often follows.
That connects back to the altar of witness, memory engineered for future generations.
I'm struck by how geography and unity intertwine across the Jordan boundary.
Boundaries define identity, but witness bridges keep identity shared and intact.
The confrontation model also impresses direct, relational, and restorative.
They bring past warnings, practical options, and a path back to covenant.
It's community discipline, without becoming punitive or dismissive.
And leadership is watchful. Phinehas listens before concluding, avoiding premature judgment.
How do you read Joshua's "you can't serve the Lord" line personally?
As a protective shock, shaking them from sentimental vows into sober commitment.
That sober tone counters triumphalism after conquest and rest.
Because rest invites drift, comfort can seduce hearts toward easier gods.
The text's tension is instructive. Blessing paired with boundary, grace with obligation.
It's practically applicable. Success requires maintenance, not just origin stories.
The hornet image intrigues me. Divine disruption clearing obstacles without their swords.
It underscores dependence. Victories were never purely human achievement.
The call to hold fast feels like gripping a lifeline during cultural currents.
Especially amid neighboring gods and alluring marriages, social pressures compound spiritual slippage.
The altar's name says it all. Witness anchors identity when visibility is threatened.
Today, it's analogous to shared practices crossing cultural rivers, rituals that knit communities.
And the stone witness reminds me of shared accountability boards in organizations.
Exactly. Public commitments outperform private intentions when forgetfulness creeps in.
Leadership transitions loom. Joshua's farewell anticipates vulnerability.
So he builds scaffolding, law, memory, witness, and community consent.
His history retelling is like rebooting the covenant narrative in their hearts.
It shifts focus from achievements to the author behind them.
The people's pledge is moving, yet needs continual renewal.
Hence the statute, ordinance, and recorded words, structures that outlive leaders.
Any detail you think listeners should linger over?
The offer to relocate if land felt unclean, it's radical peacemaking over pride.
That invitation protects unity without minimizing holiness demands.
And it helps communities choose togetherness over escalating suspicion.
Final thought. Choosing whom to serve isn't a one-time decision.
It's a daily re-choosing, anchored by memory, witness, and courageous obedience.
So we leave Joshua's narrative with rest, warning, and a clear invitation.
Choose the Lord, hold fast, and let faithful witnesses bridge every dividing river. God bless.